Well, here we are. Here we are, week 5. We have arguably a national championship matchup in recent years, recent kind of battles between these two clubs. We're going to talk about the primetime affair between Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the Georgia Bulldogs in Tuscaloosa. This is going to be one for the ages as we get Alabama coming in this game. And this doesn't happen a lot, but we get Alabama as a home underdog. Right now, that spread is sitting at a 1 point number as we look into a basic pick-em between these two clubs. And I'm going to talk to you guys about the side, the total, kind of what I'm on. We're going to talk a little bit about Kirby Smart, Kalen DeBoer, and hopefully at the end of this video, you'll have a better indication of what to bet, how to bet this game, and to make the best bet possible. So let's get down into it. Guys, these are totally free picks. It's totally free to subscribe here on YouTube. That's all I ask for you guys to do. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe down below. But let's get into Bryant-Denny Stadium and talk about this matchup because this is going to be one for the ages. Always is and always will be, in my opinion. Okay, so we're going to use Outlier looking at this game. Right now, we see the number sitting at minus 115 for the Bulldogs. They are a 1 point road favorite. So if I am going to take Georgia, I'm going to take them on the money line, just how I'm going to do it. We do get the overwhelmingly amount of money on the Alabama money line. That's why we've seen this number drop a lot. 94% of the money conversely to 66% of the bets. And we do have a lot of the money on the under conversely to the percentage of the bets. 49% of the money will be on the under. However, 64% of the bets are on the over. Okay, so this is what we got going on. What we get out of both of these quarterbacks will kind of vault one of them into Heisman consideration. Jalen Milroe has been absolutely fantastic, getting a rushing and passing touchdown in every one of his 3 games. Let's look at some of the pre-existing matchups and kind of the data points we have to go off of this season. Alabama took care of business late against Wisconsin. South Florida, Western Kentucky, fantastic, great, got to have it. Those are games you should win. However, I don't think this is something where we look at Georgia and you look at this win they sneaked out against Kentucky, 13-12, also dominating against a Clemson team that I think that they're a little bit stock up. I think it was a little bit of a first week overreaction to how bad Clemson was. Georgia's going to get up for this game. I think Georgia was sleepwalking a little bit when they went to Lexington, took on the Wildcats, and they kind of limped into that game with a little look-ahead spot. Okay, I know that Kirby Smart's only 1-5 against Alabama, but this is something where we look at this game, okay, getting that first win as they knocked him out of the playoffs and had that win in the SEC title game. I look for Smart to really establish himself as the alpha in the SEC. I think that what we get with Kalen DeBoer, not so fast, okay? It's going to be something where I do like him as a head coach. I believe in him, but I just think that up front, Georgia's defensive line is going to be overwhelmingly too much to handle for that Alabama front. And now we look at Carson Beck, trying to get his Heisman campaign even started. I think he's getting a little bit of a back burner, and I think that game against Kentucky kind of hurt him a little bit. But this is something where Georgia is favored on the road for a reason. I think that this is why we get Georgia here at a low price. This is where I'm at, okay? Georgia -1, money line. That is my best bet for this game. It's going to be a bet that I'm probably going to do a multi-unit play. I just don't think that Alabama's offensive line is enough to handle the Georgia front. I don't know how healthy they are. I don't know what they're going to be able to have going on. And something interesting about this game, even though it's being played in Alabama, don't get it twisted. There's going to be a lot of red. And when I say red, I don't mean crimson in that stadium. So there's going to be fans on both sides. It's going to be loud. And sometimes when you get these really high octane games with all the hype, prime time, the night air, it's going to be something where I look at this game and it's going to be tough for Alabama to make calls at the line. There's going to be false starts all around. It's going to be loud for both teams, okay? And that's kind of where I look at the crowd noise and how much home field actually makes a difference, all right? But historically, we've seen all of these games go towards the under. This is something where we've seen this every time between Alabama and Georgia. We do get these matchups every once in a while in the regular season, and those games usually go under, okay? So it's just going to be a defensive battle, I think, where we do get both good offenses coming into play, but how much effectively are they going to be able to execute against one another just due to their stout defenses? I think this is where we have something where we do look for Alabama to, just really look to get Jalen Milroe out of the pocket, get him going, get him with those zone reads, get him with some, options where he has, the run pass options. But I just think that Georgia is just way too smart. They've handled this in the past. Kirby Smart, he's just too good of a defensive mind. I don't think he goes into his old stomping grounds and where he used to be a defensive coordinator for Nick Saban back in the day, and lose this battle. Okay, I think Georgia gets this one done. I'm better equipped to like Carson Beck in this matchup. His QBR is a lot higher. Now, I know QBR doesn't really take into consideration all the stuff that Jalen Milroe does as a quarterback, but for me in this spot, it's just a better, more efficient quarterback that I like on the road. It just has a better recipe for success. And Milroe could have a bad game here, and it gets to be one of those deep ball interception games where it's just boom or bust. It's either big play or incompletion. So I just don't favor the likes of Alabama's receivers. I know they're young. They played well as of recent, but it's just not the same as when we had, the likes of Devonta Smith, Mechie, and Jamison Williams, to name a few. The list goes on and on. This just is a little different Alabama team. We have a true freshman as their best skill player right now. He's great, looks fantastic, but I just think it's not there yet, and I think that's something where Georgia is going to be able to have their way defensively. So give me the better defense for my money on the road. We'll take Georgia -1, also a lean towards the under. That's how I will bet it. And I think this is just a statement game for Georgia where we look at kind of how this has blowout potentially. Okay. Georgia got up for Clemson. I think Clemson's a little bit better than we thought. Clemson may actually even have a better defense than the likes of Alabama. Well, that's a little bit of an outlandish statement. So all you guys out there, down there in Tuscaloosa, don't jump on me. Roll Tide. If it makes you money, roll Tide. But with what we're doing today, I think that Georgia wins this game, covers by at least a touchdown. So I don't see this one being as closer than the odds makers have it. And this is something where I think this was a look-ahead spot for Kentucky. That's going to give us really good value here on the Georgia Bulldogs. So that's my best bet of the day, probably one of them. If we want to couple that with a few other games, I will be over on Discord where I'll talk to you guys about where I'm at, but I will be taking Georgia -1 as well as the likes of a strong lean towards the under, but I'm not going to probably bet that just because of the 49.5 out there. It's a little bit tempting, but will this go under? I think it's just a stronger play on Georgia. So Georgia -1, lock it in, best bet for this game. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe right down below. Smash that like button, and feel free to hop on over to the Discord. Totally free platform, as well as join me on X. Free there as well. And good luck with all your picks. Cheers.